Are we live? All right. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another training session, another training weekend. It's a pleasure having you once again. And today we'll be talking about building dashboard with pivot tables. Our speaker today is Mr. Rasheed Ogunniran. Is going to take everyone on this particular subject discourse. So I would, without much ado, because we don't want to waste much time because we have a whole lot to do today. So I would implore everyone to be as attentive as ever. And if you have any questions, please drop questions on the comment section. And we would be glad to get back to you. But meanwhile, I would once again welcome everyone to this platform, and it's been a very interesting journey all along. So thank you, everyone. So Mr. Rasheed Ogunniran, um, his profile is actually going to talk more about himself today, so that I don't do more. But I know he has about 15 years work experience in third-party logistics company in Nigeria, providing logistics and ancillary services with expertise in three main operational units. That's warehousing, haulage, distribution, but has deviated into data analytics proper, where he now applies his data skill sets and to enhance logistics operation. He is also a certified data analyst for Power BI and also a Microsoft certified trader. He has excellent analytical, numerate, organization, and problem solving skills. He's highly process oriented with in depth knowledge of database types, research methodologies, manipulation, visualization, and presentation. He's currently exploring Power Platform and Dynamics 365 supply chain management to build on his foundational knowledge of supply chain and gather more. So, without much ado, I would like everyone to please welcome Mr. Rasheed Ogunniran. And also want to use the opportunity to thank our partners for this wonderful opportunity: Microsoft, Combinat Technologies, Carts, Enterprise DNA, and Jiri Tech. So thank you, everyone. I'm very excited because I want to really learn. And also, if you know you are excited to be here, let me just see thumbs up in the comment section. Let me see thumbs up in the comment section. Let me see your fire emoji in the comment section. So without much ado, Mr. Rashid, you're welcome. You have the floor.
Thank you so much, Mr. Weye. I'm very grateful and I do not take for granted that amazing introduction. So, in order to not to take much time because our time has been fast spent. So basically, our agenda today is going to be, we look at some basic things. We are looking at how to use pivot table to create charts. Now we look at dashboard, what is pivot table, key points to note on pivot tables, and understanding pivot table and pivot chart. How do we format pivot chart and designing and assembling a dashboard, adding slicers, and straight we go to demo session. So what is a dashboard? A dashboard is a visual display of all data. While it can be used with all kinds of different ways, its primary intention is to provide information at a glance, such as KPIs. So I can further say that the dashboard, usually sits on its own page and receives information from a linked database. So this is a sample of how a dashboard looks like. You can all see all those metrics and KPI of an organization. So this is how it looks like. So pivot table and its benefits. We have looked at dashboard. Now we are looking at pivot tables and the benefits. So I will tell you that pivot table is an interactive way to quickly summarize large amount of data, no matter how voluminous your data is, maybe 1 million, 2 million rows. Pivot table at a glance will summarize it for you. It can also analyze numerical data in details and answer anticipated questions about your data. So a pivot table is especially designed for querying large amount of data in many user-friendly ways. So these are some of the benefits of pivot table in Excel reporting too. One, it's very easy to use. You can easily summarize your data by dragging the column to different sections of the table. The columns can be rearranged and so as you wish in a click of a mouse. You don't need to know how to write code. You don't need to think of formulas. Just drag and drop. Then another benefit that are easy data analysis. It can handle large quantity of data on one single go. And again, easy summary of data. It can summarize your data so as fast as possible. It can help you summarize data in a quick and easy manner. 4, it finds data pattern. Now, if for instance, a customer is resident in the US and he performs in 20, he is the one, he has the highest revenue in 2013, in 2014, in 2015. Pivot chart will help you to identify this pattern and know who to reward. Is it a salesman that is performing or a location that is doing very well? So it makes you see a pattern. And likewise, if there is a location that is not doing well the way they should have, so it will help you, to get the pattern right where there is need for improvement. Quick report creation. At a go, you can create your report. Then quick decision making. Those are the benefits that I can lay my hands upon. However, no matter how good something is, there are some do and don'ts. So I've put together these 7 points that we must note in our pivot table. Every pivot table must have a column header. If it does not have a column header, your pivot table will struggle. 2, a pivot table can be better utilized in a transactional data. Transactional data. There must not be empty rows in pivot table. I'm going to show us on how to deal with this. Or empty cell. If you must have an empty cell, please put 0. Pivot table works easy with 0 than empty cell. Blank rows are forbidden in pivot table. They are forbidden fruit. If you have blank rows in your pivot table, your report will struggle. So please make sure you eliminate. I'm going to show us how to do all this. It must be very organized, which implies that in a pivot table, a record must be per row. Don't put 2 or 3 records in one row and expect pivot table to do a magic for you. It's not possible. In pivot table, we don't need total or subtotal rows at all in pivot table. Then again, unmerge any cells in your table to have a seamless. And what that means is that sometimes when you are doing analysis and you feel that you did a formula in a particular column and you now merge the row, you now merge that it's not necessary, you just close it. Pivot table will struggle. You need to unmerge any merged row for you to have a seamless analysis. So before we go to demo section, so let me quickly move to my data. Can you see, Mr. Way, can you see my screen? What can you see, sir? Hello, Mr. DME.
Yes, I can see your row ID. I have Walmart retail data.
Thank you so much. That is what I want you to see, sir. So number 1, in my table, you can see that this data is inconsistent. If you look at the customer name, for instance, you see that the thing looks inconsistent, so it is not right. So you need to fix all this. But the first thing that we're going to do is that, number 1, to address this, we don't need this. We don't need this heading. So number 1, the first thing for us to do, first thing we need to do, let us eliminate these rows. Just click anywhere in your table and hit your F5 button on your PC. It will show you pop a dialog box. It's asking you, as you go to where, hit on your special. You see a lot of function there. But here we are looking at rows. We are looking at blank. Hit on your blank. When you hit on your blank, you hit on your OK. It will go through your data and identify as many blank rows that you have in your data. After it has identified as many blank rows as you have in your data, hit on your Control minus. Another dialog box will pop up. It's not asking you want me to delete. What do you want me to delete? The entire rows that has been highlighted. You hit it and you click on your OK. Before you know it, all those blank rows have disappeared. That's number 1 magic. Number 2 magic, we need to put in order this irregular column. And how can I achieve this? I need to first of all do this, then probably the heading, Control C, I'll put it here, Control V. Now, there's a column in Excel called proper. What does proper does for you? Proper will look at your column in question and look at texts that are not proper. Like if there is supposed to be a lowercase in a place, it will turn it to an uppercase. And so that's what it's going to do. Apart of that, you see that the spacings they are inconsistent. How can you deal with that? There's another text function called trim. You had that trim also. You know, Excel is a very funny tool that you can combine as many as possible functions together. Then you click on that your row. When you click on that your row, you hit your close bracket, you hit your another second close bracket, and you hit your enter. After doing that, you now go back to where you have worked on and search for your autofill and double click. After you have double click, it has solved your problem. Now, what do we do? Don't just go ahead and click on your the row that you work on and hit on control minus. What you have is error. No, that's not how to do it. How do you solve this problem? The reason why it's showing you error is because this column you are removing is still referring to that earlier column that you are working on. So the way to solve that problem is that select that column, Control C, and go to your home ribbon. When you go to your ribbon, find paste. Paste what? You paste values. And when you come back there to that same the place that you have copied, Control arrow up. You now come back there and Control V. You have pasted your values. By this time around, you can now go ahead and delete Control minus. You can delete it. You can see everything is perfect now. So now the next thing to do is to make this range of data a table, which is Control T. It has quickly, look around and puts this range in a table. So now, what do you do next? You click on, it's telling you that my table has headers, and that is what has happened. It has identified that it has an header. You click on it. When you click on it, immediately you click on it. I do that again, Control Z. Now, watch my ribbon very well. If you look at where you see that pivot is the last option we have. Now, looking at that last one, you see that when I hit on my Control C, you realize that it has identified this, and it will when I hit Control Z. No, hold on, that's a mistake. Let me repeat that. Control T and OK. So it has brought what we call a table design. When you go to your table design, if you don't like this color, you can decide to check another color. I think I prefer this, and that means I now have my table. So line, this is where we are going. This is the table we want to quickly create. And so I don't really need this. I can hide this. And I can equally hide this returned product so that it doesn't distract us. I can hide it. So this is what we want to quickly create. This is where we're going. How do we achieve this? I have an empty sheet. So I've already, uncheck the grid line. So I can just go, and after doing that, I can go to my insert column, go to my home, insert column. When I hit my own insert column, I go to illustration, look for shapes. I get a rectangle, and what do? I copy as much as I want. And so there is what we call shape format here. When I click on my shape format, I can now go and check this my shape. How do I want it to look? Text fill. Okay, I like something like, let's say, 25% dark background. Okay, it's not responding. Let me try again. Um, um, so shape fill. Number one, outline. Do I really need it? I don't need the outline. The outline is gone. Then shape fill. How do I want it to look like? I think I prefer something like this, which is okay. Now, I need another text box. You know, I can just create a text box here. Now, when I create that text box, I can drag it up. So on that text box, what do I like to see? I can look for, go to my inserts, get my text, and insert my text box. I can go inside of here, do my text box like this. And so what will I like to see? Let me just call it Walmart transaction for 2014 to 2017. For instance, all I need to do is just to highlight this and look for, let me go to my home ribbon, make this bold, and I think I like the font called my Andra. Enter. I can make it like say 25, and so I think it's looking like what I want. Let me just drag it here. But this back, I don't really like that shape format. Can I make it shape view? Let me make it something like let me call it black. I think I like this black. So now I do not like the way this white is. Let me make this one too. Can I make it shape format? Let me make it let me make it black. And when I go to my font color, this font color, I can make my font color white. So now this is what I want to do. Don't forget, I've showed us this is what we want to see. What do we do next? Let's create column for our slicer. So I go back to my you can name your whatever here. You can call it dashboard. And when you name it dashboard, I can just go back to my insert, come on illustration, and under shapes, get rectangle, and quickly make provision for your slicer here. Can drag it down. So I think it's okay like this. So it's looking like what we want. So can just stay like this. So what next? Oh sorry, I don't know why it's dragging it. Sorry. So let me just go back up. So this is it. So now next thing for us to do, I go back to my table that I created. So what I need to do is just to um look Control A. Now if you look at my down part, there is something called that you see an icon. If you look at it very well, you click, all you need to hit is your Control plus Q. Now when you click on that Control plus Q, hold on, don't know why it's not showing. Control Q, it will show you a lot of things. We are working on tables. And no, Control Z, I don't need this table. What I need is I think do I need to no Control Z? I need to work on tables. No, not this one. Control Control Q. Um, if you look at your tables, no, Control Q. This data. Okay, go to your charts. Under your chart, you have totals. Under your totals, you have tables. So I think this is what I need. So if I click on pivot table, oh, so ordinarily, it's because I didn't take my time. This is how it looks like. It has helped me select a sales, a state and profit, for instance. But now, look at this state and profit. It's too much. If I want to put this in a chart now, it will not look good. What can I do? I can just come here and filter. Okay, let me say I'm looking for top 10, top 10, and I click OK. So it has summarized everything to top 10. But if you look at this, my result, it doesn't look fine. So I can sort it, or let me say, there's what we call value field setting. Now, if you go to value field setting, what it will do for you is that it will format your table. Now, you see here, there is a box down called number format. When you click on that number format, what is it going to do for you? It will be pop up with dialog, but what do you want to do? Now, we are talking on sum of profit, which means we are talking in terms of currency. Click on currency, and it's showing us that it is in two places of decimal. I don't need those two places of decimal. I want to make it to the nearest whole number. And what happened? It gets it done for me. Can you see? As simple as that. So all I need to do is come to my pivot analyze and look for my pivot charts, and it will recommend for me, and it's telling me that I can use column charts for this my virtual, which means I'm going to pick on this, and I hit my OK. I will hit my OK. So now this is my first chart, but this chart, it looks so busy. Do I really need this sum of profit? The answer is no. Come back, come here, hit up button chart. Can you see it? Make our charts look bigger. Then this legend, the question is, do we really need it? For me, the answer is no. It's pointless. So just come in here, look for legend, and check legend. These grid lines, I don't need it. Check these grid lines. Now we have our title. This is sales order by state. So let's label it. No, Control Z. Let me come here. I think I'm too fast there. Then I'll look for my axis title. I can have my data label also. And so axis title. And then I need chart title also. So this is my chart title. I can now rename it. I can call it sum of profit by sales. And so think I'm good. I've done my first chart. Now I can call this one, call it states. So instead of me creating everything from the beginning, I can still hit these same states, hit your control key, and drag it. When I drag it, it will duplicate that column. I can now call it, rename it. I can call it on rename and get like maybe ship mode. Maybe if I'm analyzing by chip mode by sales and profits. And so when I did that, I can now hit enter. Now it's saved. These visuals, I don't really need this again. I can hit on my delete and it has gone. Don't forget, I'm looking for sales by profit. So if I hit back my thing, now what I need is ship mode. I don't need this state again. I don't need this state again. I don't need this state again. I can throw away these states. And I need sales also. Sales, where is sales? Where are you? This is my sales. I need sales. So I have two of them. Now, I have already formatted this. I don't need to start formatting the second one. Just select it, go to your home ribbon, look for what we call format painter, and just highlight that column. here. You can see it has formatted it. So hit inside and go to your pivot table analyze and get your pivot charts. And so we have different kind of charts. What do you like? What would you like to see? I think I will prefer this. And so I will hit my okay. But I don't like the way this is before. Let me drag sales to profits. So can you see? So now we have our charts. Do I really need all this? I don't really need this value. I can just hide it. It will make our chart less busy. Now, if I go to this plus here, these grid lines, I don't really like it. Then this legends, I like this legend, but I can change the position of legend, change it to the top, and hit on chart title. Don't forget, this is, let me just name the title. This is sheep, sheep, sheep mode by sales and profits. Now, I don't like this, what's it called? This font. Let me just copy this font. And I think I prefer, let me go to my home ribbon. I like Mehandra. Enter. It's on my bold. I think it's fine. So for me, this is okay. Do I really need? I don't like this outline. Come to formats. When you get your format, shape outline. Just hit on your no outline, and you can see that when you hit, you can see that the outline has disappeared. That is number two. You have created the second chart. The third chart, let's look for, say, let me go to my sample data. We have done cheap, we have done states. This is ship mode. We have done, let's say, state. Let's look for top 10, top 10 customers by profits. Sorry for that. Control Z. So let me profit. So I'm going to repeat what I did the other time. Hit your control key and drag it. It will duplicate that same visual. Then rename it. Rename it. Call it top 10 customers by profits. Enter. So how can we achieve this? So for this visual, I don't really need it again. All I need to do is just hit here and hit on your delete. It's gone. Now, if I hit inside my pivot table field, now I'm looking at top 10 customer by profits. Hit customer here, and I will throw away my cheap mode that I have before. That I will throw away my sales. Now, these are the customers that we have. But we are looking at top 10 customers. Right click and look for your filter. When you get your filter, hit on 10. Hit on say 10. Then hit on your OK. It will reduce them to 10. Now, we can now sort them. You can say, okay, sort by largest to smallest. Can you see? So this is top 10 customers by profit. Go to your table analyze, then look for your, what's it called now? My pivot chart. And so I think I want a bar chart. So I think this makes sense for me, and I hit my okay. So this is my chart. This function, do I really need it? The answer is no. Let me, so that my so I can rename my table, top 10 customer by profits. Enter. Oh no, Control Z. No, Control Y. So I think I need to just go back a little. So I don't really like this font. I would prefer something like my Angra. My Angra. Enter. It on my board. And I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. This legend, for me, it's pointless. I don't really need it. So let me just throw it away, uncheck the legend. And I think this is cool. The outline, I don't really need that outline. Just go to your format shape. After you click on format, look for shape outline and hit on your no outline. Good. That outline has disappeared. We have our third visual. What visual can we have again? Let me go to our sample. Our sample. Then annual sales by profits. Let me try and do annual sales by profits. Annual sales by profits. Um, Annual sales by profit. Mr. Way, are you still seeing my screen? Mr. Way, are you there?
Affirmative. I'm still seeing your screen. I'm following
Okay,
all along.
okay. Thank you so much for your support. I just want to be sure that I'm not the only person talking. So,
I'm with you all along.
okay. Hope I'm not too fast. Our
Okay,
time
so
has gone.
Mr. Rashid, just for everyone joining us, I just want us to give Mr. Rashid some fire emoji in that session. This session is actually very interesting, and there's so
So,
many magical things going on. So please, in your comment section, please let's see the fire emoji. Thank you, Mr. Rashid. You can continue.
thank you. So, annual annual sales by profits. Okay. So now we want to do our annual sales by profit. That's supposed to be our fourth visual. So I can just hit delete. Hit inside here. I'm looking for our annual sales. So I'm going to look for my annuals. Okay, this is sales, and I don't need. Okay, I need the two of them. I need the two of them. I need annual sales. Let me check where my annual sales, where I can find my dates. I need to use my dates. Okay, let me check. Okay, let me try my other dates. Okay, so now what that has done for me is that this is the other dates. I don't need. Let me remove the quarter. It break it down, but I don't really need the quarter, and I only need the year. So hold on. Let me check again. So I don't need my customer. So can you see this is what I want to see? Now, this is sum of profit. I need sales. Sales needs to come. It is when you make a sale that you make profit. So now, I all I need is just to format this one. Okay, let me try and repeat this process. If you want to format it, just right click, go to value field settings, then you look for your this is we are talking about sales. So look for number formats, and so is a currency, it's on your currency, and there is double place of decimal. I don't need that decimal places. It's on your okay now. So okay the same time. So it has formatted it for you. So it's inside your pivot chart, and go to pivot analyze, and look for your pivot charts. I think I want to like uh this. Or is there another something different that I can use? Mm, let me go with the column charts. Let me go with column chart because I'm looking at two metrics there. So I will hit this. And so I don't think I really need this. Let me remove, hide it. Then my legend. Let me send my legend to the top. No, let me send it to the top so that my visual can be big. I don't need these grid lines, and I need to name my chart. This is annual sales by profit. Annual sales by profits. Annual sale and sorry, I make mistake there. Yes. Annual annual sales by profits. So I annual sales and profit, not by profits. Let me just put and profits. And don't know, my hand is not showing. And okay, thank you. Um, I think I hit wrong thing. So Control Z. This is my font. I don't like it the way it is. I think I prefer this my lovely font, Mehandra, and so I will now bolden it. So we now have we now have our four visuals. But again, I don't need this outline. Go come to format here. Look for outline, shape outline, no outline. I don't need it. So you can see that my outline has gone. So what we need to do now is that these are dashboard that we created. So I need to move those four dashboard into here. So all I need to do is to come to my analysis and profits. Let me hit my visual, control, just hit on copy. Come to my dashboard. I will drop it here, control V. I'll go there again. Look for top 10 customers by profit. This is my visual. I don't like these grid lines. So let me remove these grid lines. So now I'm here now. So I can just hit it, Control C, and go to the dashboard I'm working on that I created. Just let me just Control V, go back there again. We're going to rearrange everything when I've moved everything. Ship mode by sales and profits. Now just come back, come here. Okay, the outline is still here. I don't like this out. Okay, the outline is gone. So Control C, come here. This is my dashboard that I'm working on. Control V. So last one, the last and not the least, is my what do I have there? This is my sum of profits by state. There's a mistake here. Sum of profits by states. Sum of profits by states. So now I don't like this because your dashboard as a data analyst needs to be consistent. It needs to be consistent. So make sure you maintain your consistency. This is my lovely font. Mehandra. Mehandra. This is what I love to use. So my okay, I don't like this outline. Let me check formats. Make sure you maintain your standard. I don't love the outline. Outline, no outline. And so the outline is gone. So it's your visual and copy. Then go to your dashboard. And when you get to your dashboard, Control V. What do you need to do now? Just drag it. No, Control Z. Control Z. Control, Control Y. So this is my first visual. So drag it. So just bring it down. bring it down here. The second one, hit it, bring it down here. This this value field setting, I don't need it again. I can close this up. Then this one, bring this one here. Then this one, bring this one here. Now, so there is a mistake somewhere that I saw. Top 10 by professional sales. Okay, let's move on. So at this point, I don't like the way this my visual looks to replicate what we have there. If you hit, you see design. Now, in that design, I can come and look for something good. I can pick this. Can you see that? I can come here, look for design, pick this. No, sorry, didn't change. So now I'm here, design, pick this. Come here, hit your visual design. Think I want to prefer. I want to prefer. I think I want to prefer this. Do the same thing here. Come to your design and use this. Okay, it's not reflecting. I've not really hit that visual. So come to my design and probably hit this. Now, if you look at my visual, you realize that my visual is already running across my workstation, so I can just drag this down so that I can accommodate it. Don't worry, it was because we are doing a rush job. So at this point, we need to quickly create our slicer. Hit on one of the visual. When you hit it, look for when you hit one of the visual, go to your insert ribbon. You will see slicer. I want to slice this thing by what? Let's go to our sample. Let me say I'm slicing it by customer name, segment, and region and category, for instance. So I will now click OK. Now, when I click OK, just for me to hit here and drag it here, I will just resize it like this, resize it like this. Then I'll bring the second one, take it down, resize it. Make sure you maintain your consistency. Let them align. Pick the third slicer. I can now resize this, drag this up, and don't forget, as this one is, you have four. I can work on this slider. Look at, you can click on slicer here. In slicer, there are some functions. Look at this column here. You can change it like you you can see now that before the thing was or vertical, or what do I call it? Vertical. So now I've made it horizontal. So you can just, it will enable you to maximize your space. So all you need is to drag it here, and easy does it for you. Bring your segment down, also put it here. Do the same thing to your segments. Don't mind me, this is a very rushing job. So that was why the thing was just like this. But what we need is just the idea on how to get those things fixed. We get here. You can use the same format, hit on your slicer and look for slicer. Slicer has some function here. Look at column here. You can make it two so that you can maximize your speed, because we still have one more slicer that you are bringing down. So it's just as simple as that. Hit it and close it like this, then like this. So you can, this your workstation that you created, you can drag it down and let it get here. Bring your last slicer. This is your light slicer. Let me just scroll up. Let me scroll up. So just pick it same way. When you saw that plus sign, you can now bring it down. And same situation. Now, after doing this is my workstation. This my do I really need it? I don't need it. It's your delete. It's gone. So it's not really necessary again. The reason why I put it there before was because I just want to maintain that space. I don't want that space to be wasted. So just drag it down. So I need to quickly do something because my time has been fast spent. So now, if I need to make sure that this slicer can filter all these visuals. Now, if I hit on this slicer now and I right click, there's a function called report connection. Now, if you look at that, this is my report connection. It's only ticking annual sales by profit because it was this annual sales by profit that I click on when I brought in the slicer. So if I want it to slice every other thing, I need to check them same way, check them. Don't sorry, my mouse is misbehaving. Check them, and so sorry. Okay, same thing here. The second one, right click, report connection, check everything. The same situation, same situation. The third one, check it, right click, report connection. This one you have to do it one after the other, as simple as that. The fourth one, right click and hit on your report connection and check everything. Now, after doing all this, if I want to filter my visuals by just only furniture, when I hit on furniture, can you see? Okay, I think I've not done this. It's not filtering top 10 customers. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. Let me check again. Report connections. Everything has been checked here. Report connections. Let me right click every report connections. All correct here also. Now, if you want to deselect your filtering, you can hit here. This X, hit it. Now, let me just bring this one up a little. Now, if I'm looking for customer performance and I hit this one, can you see? This customer, I don't know why this ship mode is not filtering. I don't know why. Don't know why. But if you look at every other thing, they are responding. Let's say I want to filter with this. Can you see? So that is just the process. Our time has been fast spent. I won't be able to go more than this. This is 4:07 by my time, and we have another session. So I will want Mr. Adia here to help me drop my my feedback information for our viewers to fill for me, because I won't want to eat to the time of the next section that will be having so much. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening, and let us have an amazing. Over to you, Mr. Way. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. Thank you very much, Mr. Rasheed Ogunniran. Please, everyone, please, can you give I don't know, maybe a shout out, a fire emoji, a clap? Just let's appreciate him. It has actually been an amazing moment. My high point was actually the point where he connected everything using the report connections, which is actually something you should not even forget. But actually, this is been a very, very interesting and eye-opening session Excel is not, you can't exhaust it. And Mr. Rasheed has opened our eyes to another way of analyzing your data, and knowing that power using your pivot table, your slicers, and your report connections, you can achieve much more. And also look at it, the time you've spent was not even up to an hour, less than an hour, but look at what we have so much achieved. So thank you very much, Mr. Rasheed. And please, on the comment section, we have the Kehinde Olalikon, thank you very much. Ibiemeka Gloria, thank you. Chioma Clary, thank you for joining. Thank you for all the comments. There's a link on the comment section. Please help us fill. It's very, very, very important for you to fill. And also, there is a challenge that there's still much more information for you. Please just make sure that you stay tuned to this channel, and we have much more. So thank you very much, Mr. Rasheed. See you soon. And everyone that has participated, we want to say thank you. Do have a lovely evening. Thank you, everyone.